When I was younger, I imagined my future very differently. I studied life science and later forestry and wildlife management because I wanted a career where I could explore forests, study wildlife, and spend my days surrounded by nature. If someone had told me back then that I end up working in customer service, I probably wouldn't have believed them. Because there's one thing about me, I am an ambivert. I enjoy helping people, but I also get nervous meeting strangers. Confrontation has never been something I'm comfortable with. Yet somehow, life placed me in a job where talking to people wasn't optional. It was the job. And honestly, I was scared. Every morning before work, I wonder, who am I going to meet today? Maybe someone kind, maybe someone confused, or maybe someone who have already decided today was going to be an argument. Working in the service industry taught me one thing very quickly: people don't arrive with the same mood you woke up with. Some are happy, some are impatient, some are already frustrated before they even speak to you. When you are new, every interaction feels like an exam. At first, I gave every customer everything I had. I listened carefully, I explained every document, I tried my best to solve every problem, but there was one mistake I kept making. I took everything personally. If someone raised their voice, I blamed myself. If someone looked unhappy, I assumed I failed. By the end of the day, I was emotionally exhausted. Not because the work itself was difficult, but because I carried everyone's emotion home with me. The strange thing was, after a good night's sleep, I'd wake up feeling hopeful again. I'd remind myself I'm grateful to have this job. So every morning, I walked into work with a fresh attitude until the next difficult customer arrived. There was days when people complained about delayed services, some wanted faster claims, some asked where their refunds was, others simply wanted answers immediately. Then one day a customer said something I couldn't forget. Your salary comes from our money. That sentence stayed with me for days. It hurt, not because it was shouted, but because I believe it meant I wasn't doing enough. As if that wasn't enough, there was pressure inside the office too. Targets, reports, customer complaints, updates. As someone who grew up trying to be a obedient student, hearing that I wasn't meeting expectations made me question myself. Maybe I'm just not good at this job. Then something unexpected happened. One day, my father became frustrated while dealing with customer service at another company. As I listened to his explain about his experience, I wasn't hearing my father anymore. I was hearing every customer who had ever stood in front of my desk. For the first time, I understood. Most people aren't trying to make your day difficult. They are confused. They are worried. Some have traveled from hours hoping to solve their problem. Some don't understand the paperwork. Some are dealing with financial stress. Some are simply afraid of getting bad news. They aren't attacking you as a person. They are reacting to the situation they are in. Then realization changed everything. Then I thought about my supervisors. They weren't putting pressure on me because they wanted to. They were under pressure too. Their manager expected results. The pressure flowed from the top down through every level. Everyone was carrying someone else's expectations, and suddenly I stopped seeing people as difficult. I started seeing people as human, customer, supervisors, and even myself. From then on, I focused on three things. First, listen before you respond. Sometimes people just want to know they are being heard. Second, communicate clearly. A few extra minutes explaining a process can prevent hours of frustration later. And finally, practice patience. Not every harsh word deserves a personal reaction. Sometimes people are simply having a bad day. Sometimes they are scared. Sometimes they are overwhelmed. And sometimes they just need someone willing to help. Have I completely stopped taking things personally? No, I'm still learning. I still have difficult days. I still get frustrated sometimes. I am human. But now, whenever someone says something hurtful, I remind myself that their words are often about their situation, not about my worth. And strange enough, learning the lesson didn't just make me better at my job, it made me a little kinder to other people and to myself. If you are someone who worked with people every day, I hope this reminds you that you are not alone. Someday will test your patience, but those days can also teach you the most. If this story resonates with you, let me know in the comment. What's one lesson you have learned from dealing with people? I'd love to hear your story too.